Okay, I found some old pictures of Ballarat from 1861 and around Sebastopol, Smythesdale. So we'll have a look at these. Sebastopol, look at the street, pretty dirty. But there are, it's 1861 they say. Queen Street, Sebastopol. Doesn't seem to be many people around. I can't even think where Sebastopol is. I know it's in Ballarat somewhere. But is it on the east or west side? Again, more false writing. I don't think they would have written in that style when you consider how elegant their handwriting was. But they might have been like a different civilization just all living together. Because I've got photographs of Ballarat in 1870, which is 9 years after 1861. And the place has got some magnificent stone structures. Not like these barns. Looks like it's been done up for a studio for a cowboy and Indian. I mean, look at the bank. I mean, is that really a bank? Or someone's home, he's just put a sign up there. And what's behind the Hill? How do they spell hill? If that's what's really written there. Now that's a nice road for a horse and cart, horse and buggy. Got the old horse and buggy out. They like their big sheds. You see, look at some of this text, it's just childish. Now we're up on the red jacket shaft. Seems to be quite a few houses from there. This looks more like Ballarat East from the Benevolent, Benevolent. There's Black Hill in the background, all ripped up. Soldiers Hill. Now keep looking down towards the east. Can't make much out of that, but I won't be beaten. A lot of sand washed up. Would have been quite a spectacular event watching this flood come through. This is Ballarat from Black Hill. And now we have, this is a 3 picture join up. Ballarat. 2 A's would make an A, 1 A would make an R. So Ballarat flat. And I think that's the key word here. Ballarat flat is what we've been looking at. And there's the gasworks. So it's out in the factories. Ballarat flat. And that house joins on there. So that's a join up, that panoramic. And here comes the miners. So these are family mines, or just a group of friends gets together, builds a mine, and tries to make a bit of money from the mining. Nothing too greedy. Look at that rip in the mountain. Now, are these legitimate names? Prince of Wales? Maybe that is the Prince of Wales and his mining company. Brown's Mining Company. Washington. I knew Washington's up in Queensland. They were Murray's. Washington's. This one I like. Border Quartz. So the Aborigines were mining for quartz, the Bora Bora mob. I put this in because it's got Jim Crow. Why would we have a place called Jim Crow when it causes so much turmoil for African Americans and African people in general? Does anyone even know Jim Crow? Oh, that was what I was going to say. That lava. I don't think that's lava. I think that's more slag from the floods. They're just lying to us about all this lava. And scientists back in the day have said this is the lava, whatever they call them. Can't think. Lava vein. It's all just rubbish. It was a flood. Everyone knows it. And these people are trying to make money from it, but not in a greedy fashion like now. The miners, you have to be a shareholder or you have to do a course in geography. You can't just go and puddle away for a little bit of gold like was here. Look at those trees gone, taking them out. Now here comes the Presbyterian Church. What are our churches? The fire brigade that live in a castle. But why can't all the pictures be of this quality though? Look at them, much superb, much more. So superb, that picture. And these, look at that. That's just oddball. Everyone's out for a photo. And I'm not sure if that's really fire brigade. The butcher doesn't get a sign. Some of them don't get signs. Wine and spirit. Spirit looks like it's an actual word there. It looks like he tries to copy the text. Wine and looks too clean. Like some of the signs, it's like the company's been there 12, 13 years and the signage is worn off. It just doesn't add up. Gas office. A little gas bag out the front. See, that's a interesting architecture. See, look at all the fireplaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because people like a fireplace. Must be like an Aboriginal hotel. And another beautiful bluestone building. That'd be another technology type of construction going on there, not a jail. Ah, the savings bank. Who's got savings left? Just took the cross off. Ash and Dawson. Late. Glass Warehouse. J.A.S. Morrell. And Son. J.A. Son. Wesleyan Church. Another warehouse. Bit of signage out the front here. That's Theatre Royale or Tatra. That's Teatra. Tatra. Tatra Royale. There's your Tatra people, the theatre people, the musos. Trying to take it away from the Africans again. Liard Street. Look at that light, that electric light in the middle of the road. Must have been so groovy. This house of furniture. West End Tea. Hannaford. Booksellers. What's a book, mummy? Jackson's. That's a nice building. And kind of nearly, that's a photograph, lithograph, sketch, illustration. The Rainbow Hotel. I said it's not a hotel. It's an inn, as if you wouldn't stay there unless you're probably doing business. All these places to stay. That's a nice building. Very gothic. Supreme Court, yeah, like they need a Supreme Court in Ballarat, right? They need a Supreme Court for everybody that's so naughty. So I mean, they brought in the alcohol, the prostitution with money. Women never needed to prostitute themselves until money was introduced. Women never needed to get involved with stealing African slave children and Aboriginal stolen generation children until money was brought in. Women didn't really need to worry about too much. They just wanted to do their nails and do their hair and talk on the internet back in 1850 till it was all taken away. And now we do it this way. I still think it's better off if the women just showed off their nails and their hairstyles than trying to gabble on about some caption to some photo. Fries, Mill, Ascot. Oh, look at the horse and cart in the back. It's like proper cowboy. It's a nice building, that. There's a bit of country. See, something's happened around there, all those rocks. A big load of water spinning around in there. And went down here as well. And that's why so many people ended up in there. This is a good one. The tree struck by lightning. See, they keep everything. They don't destroy anything or remove anything. So that's your evidence. As long as you don't touch things and you leave the world as you found it, that's your evidence for your proof. Now, this is Mrs. Solomon, wife of Mr. Solomon, who is the photographer for most of the photos here, not all of them, but about 90%. And that's what was made in Ballarat. It'd be nice to go to work and make something like that, just for the hell of it, and then maybe get the king to drive it. And it's gorgeous. They made so many of those and they scrapped them all. But what they did, some of the drivers kept the instruments from inside the cabin and put them in the smoke box and welded the smoke box shut. So if anyone was to preserve it, which they did when they preserved the Y, they found all the tools in it. And that's from the apprentices made that for the Juvenile Industrial Exhibition 1878. So that was Ballarat 1861, and we've had Bendigo 1861, and we've had, oh yeah, was it not Clunes 1861? We had Denali 1861. Clunes would be a nice one to look for 1861. But Melbourne 1861, all the pictures are out of focus or fuzzy as if they've copied them from a newspaper and they're just not really up to the standard. I mean, that stuff passed at Ballarat, but just in my high standards. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.